So we got to get into episode 2 of the Hyper Talk. There's a ton of information that's going to be jam-packed in this, and I want to make sure I give you guys my thoughts and opinions on everything that's coming. So let's go ahead and let's see what Chris and Marcus got to say.
Well, gameplay data and the devs are looking into all of this feedback that you've given us to balance and fine-tune the game before launch.
All right, let's see.
Patch notes soon on the Discord, so stay tuned.
Ooh, we got patch notes coming? Pretty nice.
Hyper Talk. We've got some changes and optimizations to talk about from our beta feedback.
Okay.
We've got some new Animus joining us, and also some details about our launch celebration carnival, which will include incredible giveaways and benefits.
Now on to the questions. First up, we'd like to address the recent discussion about anima use.
How does anima work in RTA? Let's see.
Big one, and we sincerely apologize for not promptly identifying this and clarifying a misconception sooner. Just so you guys know, anima are effective across all different gameplay modes in Etheria Restart.
Okay.
We've also designed multiple ways to acquire anima tokens as well.
That's the big thing. So that's the big thing is the anima tokens. So that means that we're going to be able to get more dupes of characters, which I guess is going to be really, really good in that standpoint where you'll be able to actually flesh out your characters, even if you're a free-to-play player. So that's always a pretty big deal.
Shop that wasn't in our last beta. In that RTA shop, you can also obtain dupes.
Ooh, okay, so they're gonna have an RTA shop too. That's nice.
Experience with anima.
And now for more lighthearted topics. Translation issues.
Yep, Etheria has tons of extensive story content, characters, skill descriptions, and much more. And of course, those are going to come with some challenges.
Okay.
As you guys know, we've expanded our localization and LQA.
Yeah, they're doing that in the Discord now.
Join us on the Discord and make contributions there to get some benefits.
So some other concerns that players have mentioned. Major servers launching all at the same time. Daily refresh time.
Yeah, this was a big thing too.
Leading to a lot of players experiencing level lag and delayed feature access.
Of course, different regions will have different reset times for the most convenient experience, but we do encourage players to join the server that is closest to them. What we did notice is that in the first few days, especially with this time-gated content, these progression gaps can be amplified and impact the experience negatively.
Yeah.
This is something that will stabilize over time, but...
Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, basically what was happening was it was causing players to like end up in RTA matches against people that had like a whole day of grinding against them. So that was something that like a lot of players are asking me like, hey, like Zox, like what is up with this? Well, this was the first beta where we actually had simultaneously this many servers all going at once. So this is nothing I've ever actually had seen. All the previous betas were literally TWCN. So you were kind of dealing with one reset versus like now it was like 5 different resets. So yeah, big, adjustment. But like I told you guys, a lot of the things that Etheria does extremely well is they have like an experience of something that players may, have gone through, and then they make the proper adjustments necessary. So I will say that's, it's a pretty big deal.
To restrict the RTA cross-region matchmaking.
Okay, yeah, that's nice.
All of you guys don't have this negative impact.
So no cross matchmaking is pretty nice.
Eventually we'll re-enable this in Summit and Fearless Arena once things are stabilized.
Yeah, that makes sense. Once everybody's accounts are kind of like somewhat close to each other, which won't take long.
Binding features.
Yes, there will be. Our developers have been discussing these concerns, and we're planning to provide multiple keyboard layout schemes for character movement, skill casting, and much more for
oh, nice.
gaming experience.
Onto some other important questions people have asked. So current poll stats combine all banners across limited and permanent banners, but now they will be displayed separately.
Oh, sick.
And as Marcus said, it will be displayed separately, and we'll also give you the option to filter out through banners so you can see where you've been lucky or where you're missing out.
Okay.
Players
yeah, that's actually really good.
Kitty counter for limited banners carry over to the next limited banner.
Happy to announce this, that yes, they do carry.
Yes, I was able to confirm that they do.
Both banner will be inherited by the next. This also includes constant disorder banners, also known as LD banners, and they have their own independent pity, but they still carry over. Pity counts have also been reduced from 100 to 80 based
Ooh. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, they're making a lot of adjustments for you guys that I didn't even think they were going to make. Because the gacha is already fairly cheap in comparison to a lot of other games. So for them to even drop the light dark banner is like even more insane. That's literally more insane. I'm not even gonna lie.
Now on to a question about UI. Players are concerned that Animus roles are not very clear. Roles like tank,
yeah, that's fair. I mean, kind of sort of fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Character roles can be quite complex. Same characters can have multiple strategies and builds. We have an example like Tiamat, who you can build as a tank or a DPS. What we do encourage is for players to check out our community guides. We have some sponsored ones like Hell Hades and Pridewind, but also on the Discord there's many player-made guides that can help you out and figure out how to strategize your builds.
Yeah.
Next topic.
That's the thing too, guys. Like, we're going to try to have that on the channel where I'm going to try to highlight different approaches to characters for what it's worth. I feel like these characters can be built like literally some like it's 2-3 different ways. So that's all stuff we're going to be talking about on the channel too.
Is about stage combat. We currently do not have any data tracking for damage or healing stats at the end of matches. We are happy to share that we discussed ways to implement this in the future.
Yep, we've received this feedback quite a bit and we've been discussing ways to implement it. We hope to display more valuable combat information in the future for a better competitive experience, so look forward to that.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I'm curious, do characters in Etheria Restart have fixed resistances in battle?
Yes, they do. In Etheria's combat system, the hit rate can be increased a maximum of 2 times the skill probability and reduced
Okay.
to a minimum of half the skill probability. There's a fixed resistance of 10%, meaning debuff success rates cannot exceed 90%. Of course,
Okay. So that means, so that's kind of, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's very similar to E7. But I mean, even for those of you guys that are on the channel that played Dislike, I think it was pretty similar. But yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of simple to always go with that formula because it always guarantees that there is a chance of you landing something versus like nothing, completely like, just completely shutting down someone, like to the degree where nothing actually happens. So.
Launches. And if any values needed,
or resisting,
make sure to inform the players in the patch notes and also in our Discord.
Next on our list is one of the top most asked questions related to stamina issues. The overall feedback is that free daily stamina allowance seems a bit low.
Yeah, so after our testing in the beta, we've discovered this issue and we've decided to increase the free stamina acquisition from daily tasks on launch.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
This allows free-to-play players to have more stamina to experience more game content and upgrade their characters faster.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I know one of the big things, like I was telling a lot of you guys that were asking, like they really weren't too keen on like, overfill capacities and increasing cap just yet. That might be something we might see in the future. But the fact that, again, they're still willing to make things happen in certain areas, I think is always a big thing because, again, there's a lot of companies that we won't be seeing, some of these changes until like year 2, 3, and they're making these before the game even comes out. So it's a pretty big deal.
Awesome. And now for another commonly discussed topic, character gen ratio. We have over 7,000 messages.
Yeah, this one has been a mess, but we're hearing you guys. Etheria Restart's goal has always been to include plenty of uniquely charming characters in the future, both male and female. We're taking all of your suggestions into consideration. I know the thread has been a mess and many people have mixed opinions, but we're excited to release so many more new Animus across launch.
Yeah, my whole thing with that thing is, this is more of a message to Etheria. Don't lose your vision. Whatever your vision is for your game, it's your vision. Every game has one. And every game that's stuck into it, there's going to be people that love it and there's going to be people that hate it. It's very, very simple. I mean, for what it's worth, I like what the game is presenting, the gen ratio. They're doing a really, really good job with, making really cool, impactful male characters. I mean, same thing with the female characters, and there's a wide variety, for whoever likes whatever type of character. I feel like they're doing really good, but hey, if you want to add more sauce to it, I ain't gonna say no. I'm just saying.
Well, since everyone is curious about future Animus releases, why don't we ask Chris and the team what is planned?
Yeah, that's a big one. As everyone knows, in our recently concluded final test,
It was 8. Yeah, it was 8 new Animuses. It was crazy.
Their own unique characteristics. Just so you know, we have many plans for future Animus development, several appearing on launch, and many planned for the future. So look forward to it.
Okay, but I'm sure you can give us a little bit more.
All right. Let's start off with our brand new Animus.
Oh, shoot.
We've prepared an introduction to show off
I see CC.
features. So let's watch that together.
Was that a freeze? Oh, it's over. Clark. I'm already smelling Kraken duo. Kraken replacement. That is it. Oh, and she's constant? Oh, no, that's it. Oh, they know what they were doing. On time we even freeze, or Swift Smite is crazy, or Swift Rush is crazy, bro. Okay, yeah,
Mio
wow.
inflicts damage on a single enemy with the chance to apply freeze for 1 turn. Skill 2.
Wow.
Damage to all enemies with a chance to apply freeze for 1 turn. Ultimate skill. Mio deals damage to all enemies, steals all turn meter from the primary target and portions from other targets, distributing it equally among
She's about to be busted in PvE and PvP, bro. There's no way.
turns. Mio specializes in freezing opponents and stealing turn meter.
And Hill Block is crazy.
Keep enemies in a continuous frozen.
Yo, chat, this is literally counter freaking tank down on like bro, on so many levels. Like, because like you gotta remember, like you have some of those high healing output units, and bro, being able to land wound is crazy. Now, the other thing that's actually quite interesting about that too, is the idea that she can also steal turn meter. So stealing turn meter is a lot different than just like pushing back. That means that if she can steal, that means she can gain. So, oh man, that's kind of nuts.
State by prioritizing her ultimate skill for crowd control and turn meter theft. She creates favorable conditions for her team to act faster. In high-intensity PvP strategic battles, Mio excels as a critical
Yeah, she's gonna be
speed controller.
nuts in Doki
I hope
Doki.
you guys enjoyed that. Let's get on to the next Animus we'd like to reveal. They're known as the powerful Iron Fist Warrior, Suki Makoto.
Mizuki looks sick.
Power and her strength is her only guarantee of survival in this world.
I love it.
Oh, that's sick.
But that can't be the only Animus related news.
Alright, it's not. I guess I can reluctantly share a little bit more. Similar to our beta, our friends Freya and Messiah will be returning as our first raid-up banners on launch.
Okay, cool.
Speaking of powerful Animus, I wonder if anyone remembers someone special who goes by the name
Oh, Hoyan, stop playing.
here in our recent beta.
I do slightly remember this, but in this test, there's also a boss with the same name. We've occasionally seen glimpses of her in certain promotions.
Yes, we have. Hoyan still has many secrets waiting to be explored. All of this requires hyperlinkers in the real world to work together and assist in the Etheria world. As for exactly how to do this, please continue following us for official updates.
Okay, they're stringing us along.
How does the team plan to design future activities and events like Candy Party, and will there be more events in the future?
Yep, there will be. So our design philosophy is to allow hyperlinkers to accumulate items and rewards while relaxing with daily actions to unwind.
Okay, not too bad.
We'll kick off with a new event called Shell Story. This is a classic dice rolling.
Ooh, okay, that's new. None of us have played this yet.
Just so you guys know, each event will always have different art and designs, bringing unique surprises each time.
That actually sounds like a lot of fun. I can't wait to try it myself. Speaking of game modes, I remember the guild versus guild function was.
Let's go.
Are there any new updates on this?
Yeah, so this has been one of the most asked questions, and I'm excited to talk about it. Guild vs. Guild United Front is in the final development stage. Let me briefly share a preview. From the interface shown on screen, you can see that the United
Ooh, that looks
Front
tough.
to work together in
3v3s?
battles to earn better rewards. We can't wait for you to experience it.
Wow, even from that snippet we just saw, it really looks like a fun challenge.
That looks sick. I ain't gonna lie, that map looks sick.
Hardcore RTA players have been waiting for this. Since the final test, RTA rankings have been finalized. When will the EWS qualifications be announced?
That's an excellent question. We've just completed the qualification rankings for the final round.
Nice. Yo, dude, congrats to the homies that made it. Ragewood, Sturby, Neva. Those are at least some of the names that I can like visibly know. Like there might be some people I know, but they might be going with a different name. But dude, shout out to you guys, man. Dude, I'm like literally really stoked to see you guys go ham in this tournament. And what's crazy is I wish I would have been able to do more, but like some of you guys know, I had to travel. So there was that. And just kind of taking some, mental time to kind of recoup. But dude, this is going to be pretty sick. I'm actually really hyped to see you guys do your thing. I'll be rooting for all you guys. So yeah, best of luck to all of you guys that got in, man.
Now are the players who have earned the EWS 2025 qualification through the rankings. We've also notified all of these players about specific participation methods via email. Don't miss out on the messages on the upcoming EWS. Additionally, on Etheria's launch, we'll provide qualification opportunities again on the ranking settlement information. Specific rules will be announced in the future on our official platforms. We welcome all hyperlinkers to join the EWS arena and become the ultimate competitive champions.
Nice.
Wow, time sure flew by really quickly. we're already at the end of today's video.
Indeed. Etheria's official launch. We've been eagerly.
Hey, listen, guys. All I gotta say is, dude, we're about to go so hard. The crazy thing is that they really have set this game up for like the ultimate success. I mean, to be honest, we've made it to the period where we're going into a release. I feel like they've actually done a really, really good job with giving this game a fair chance to do well in a competitive space. And I'm just super, super stoked to see how many different people are trying to create. Again, just trying to make it to where we have a really, really fun and just a ton of different types of content coming in, man. It's going to be a lot, dude. Definitely going to be back streaming, getting this video out to you guys. Let me know how you guys feel, man. I got a couple of different ideas that we're going to be getting into and videos that we're going to be getting into leading up to launch. So yeah, definitely make sure that you guys keep an eye out for that, because there is a lot to get into, especially for all of you guys that have been waiting and didn't even play in this beta so that you could really get into the madness. But yeah, I feel like they really, really have been doing a really solid job with bringing us a lot of the things that we want as players. May not be everything that every single player wants, but I feel like collectively over time, we'll get closer and closer to those things. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. All you guys, stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.